I'm Tracy with your Ask Tracy episode number 11. Not only is it number 11, it is our final episode. And so I want to take the time out to thank those people, those subscribers who did take the time to post questions for me and Whitehawk to answer, to promote or help them manifest their best life. Alright, so this is usually a pretty long video, so I'm just going to jump in right away. And both questions seem to be about life purpose and soul purpose, so I think that's amazing. And it's probably because this is our first Ask Tracy in the new year. And so always at the beginning of the year, people always tend to want to know what their life purpose is or what this year will look like for them. Alright, so our first question comes from MyVid302. And the question is, I feel as though that I have more gifts and abilities that will allow me to help people that I am destined to be tapping into. But for some reason, I feel stuck and blocked from knowing what they are and being able to tap into them. Please help. I very much want to know what is blocking me and to know what is that it is that I am destined to be doing in this lifetime. Thank you. All right. Great question. So, let's go see what Whitehawk has to say for you. Indeed. There is no doubt that you yourself are feeling the blocks within you. And the roadblocks that, okay, so he's showing like a roadblock, and here we, it's a big board or 2x4 on, things that look like triangles, right? That type of a roadblock thing. To be careful, roadblock, construction work ahead sort of thing. Yes, he continues. The roadblocks that you have been sensing are not only your own, but those that have been placed there by others. And when I say others, I mean others around you. Not only in the physical, but in the mental and the spiritual. And when I say that, I mean there are many people physically around you who do not want you to move, who are frightened for you to move. Henceforth, they tend to place things in front of you or to say things to you to hinder you from moving forward. Almost as though it is they're putting, bugs in your ear so that you feel as though you can't move forward or that you won't move forward. It feels as though there's like a family member or someone who is not well. And so that kind of prevents you from moving forward because you've taken on such a caregiver role. So there kind of feels like there's that. Because you often wonder, how could you do what it is that you want to do or feel that it is that you want to do when you have this hanging over your head? Would this person be okay? But not only would this person be okay, this person has been in your life your whole life and prevents you from moving forward. That's what it's feeling like and showing you. As for the other blocks, well, sometimes the other blocks are simply ones that we place in the spiritual world where we place a block because you are not meant to go down that path just yet, for you are not ready. For if you were to journey down that path now, it would probably scare you, and therefore you would turn and run and not continue on that path. And so many times doors only open when you are spiritually ready. For it could prevent you from continuing down that path if you move down it too early. And now I'm noticing that JC Jesus has let us know that he is here as well today. And Whitehawk says, yes, Jesus very much wants you to know that he is around, and he has always been around, but you feel unsure about speaking with him or talking to him. And this is his way of letting you know that he is here for you to speak to. And he has heard your cries. Now, little one, to continue on about tapping into your skills, talents, your life purpose as to why you're here, well, I will tell you this simply. There's no doubt, child, that you are mucho talented, meaning you have many, many creative abilities, many talents. The problem lay in your obsession with them. Your problem lay in the fact that you tend to be a jumper. You go from one activity to the next, not necessarily out of boredom, out of passion, out of the zest for learning, the zest to want to know things, to do things, to just live. And therein lies the problem, child. The problem is in you bounce too quickly and too fast from one thing to the next. So then I hear you saying, as he's talking, you're saying, well, then where should I focus my needs on? Where should I put my focus to? Yes, this is a good question, he says. And through all this, as he's saying, it's when he's talking about creative ability, I'm seeing a lot of like art, like with paint, feeling like more watercolors than anything. That's what I'm seeing. But Whitehawk says yes, but it is more than just art. It is more than just watercolor art, he says. There are many mediums that you use as an artist, but your favorite medium is that of a pencil, is what he's saying. And he's just showing a sketch pad and you sketching things out with just a regular lead pencil. And he's showing me you drawing the sketch of a person, the face of a person, or at least the top torso part of a person. And the vision I'm getting, or the drawing, is of, I don't know, an older woman, kind of like, I want to say Mennonite, or I want to say, whatever it is, she's kind of like got a hood, and then the bottom part of her torso is all like filled in dark, like with a, I don't know if it's a dark robe or what she has on, but it kind of feels sort of like that, or like a pilgrim of some sort. Yeah, I hope I described that well. Sometimes I think I leave things out. Yes, he says, that is your favorite medium, is to just sketch people, to watch people, and to draw them. And he says, and so if you're asking me where you shall best lay or focus yourself, I would say it is in this, the drawing of people. For you very much capture their essence on paper naturally, just by drawing it out. It is one of your very many creative abilities. And so for you, the best path for you is to continue down this path. And for whatever reason, I just seen a horse. And it was neighing, like it was a little upset, or it just, not sure. Yeah, it gets up on its hind legs. And it's a brown horse, like a cognac colored horse. Yes, Whitehawk says. It is her horse. Her horse is very upset with her that she has not been out riding him lately, and so he is taking an opportunity to come through and let her know that indeed he misses her and that he does want her to come and visit him. Thank you. He says yes. And so, my child, continue down your path of creative abilities by drawing, by sketching people in their likeness as you see them. And you will find that your talents are best laid there, he says. But not only are your talents best laid there, he says there is something innate as well within you, like, and I see like angels. Yes, almost like angels that you see them in your mind's eye. You don't see them with your naked eye. You see them in your mind's eye as you would see a movie. He says yes, or as a dream would come. Yes. You see them and you want to put them to paper. You want to draw them. And so I would encourage you to do so, child. I would encourage you to take that visual that you are seeing and encourage you to put it to paper and to draw them out in the essence in which you are drawing them. And as you are doing that, you will find that you will connect with them on a more deeper level. And with that, you will be able to start communicating with them. When I say communicating with them, you'll be able to take their messages and then convey them to others. For you, the communication will come through the connection, through the art with them, and there will be quiet and tranquility that then you will be able to hear them. You'll be able to clairaudience is what it's known as. You'll be able to hear them with your inner ear. And by doing so, then you will be able to speak their words for them. So this is another question of yours, child, is how to take, you are unsure how to take that and to turn it. So, because you felt as though they were there to speak with you as well, but you weren't quite sure how the connection would come. And so I'm offering this up as a way to connect with them, to simply draw them, listen, and speak what it is they are saying. Simply speak whatever it is that comes to mind immediately and flow with it. Do not let the verbal communication stop. Just simply allow it to flow. You do not need to listen, then to stop, and then to say what they're saying. Simply allow the words to flow and come out of you as you are speaking, he says, as you see this one doing. And you will find that you will connect with them better and better and better over time, but only with practice, child. Only with practice. God bless, child. I hope that this information has helped you to move forward on your path and answered many of your other questions as well. God bless. God bless. Thank you, Whitehawk. Well, there you go, my vid 302. I hope that has helped you. That sounds amazing. You sound like you have an amazing talent, and I could see the angels too as he was showing them. So it would be great to see if you ever get any of that artwork done to send me in a message that you've drawn them. I'd love to see that. Love, love, love. All right, so that's the first question answered. We're going to move on to the second question. Okay, question number 2 comes to us from Tony Walker. Tony, your question is, if I can ask a question, I would want to know what my purpose is on earth and at this time. And are my Oracle Tarot readings contributing to a more positive and shiny vibrational world? Well, I already wrote to you a month ago and told you, yes, I believe your readings are doing that. Well, let's go ahead and see Whitehawk and see what he has to say about your purpose here, and if he's going to say anything about the Tarot Oracle card, or if somehow, they go together. All right. Indeed. And right away he starts off like he's laughing, like he was part of the whole conversation we just had right now, or at least I had. Me and my imaginary friends, right? All right. Indeed, little one, he says, "Oh, child, there is no doubt that your tarot and oracle cards are contributing to the change of the world as a whole. It is very hard," he says, "to see when you are standing there alone in your location and not seeing the difference, the vibrational impact you are having on people. And so as you sit there on your own doing those readings, it is something you just need to know in your heart and have faith, child, that you are making a difference in the world. And even though you are not receiving the feedback from all the people who come to drink from your well, the reality is that you are changing their world. For them to come and hear you speak daily of such wisdom and with such support and such hope, you do not know the impact you're making, but they listen and they turn and they walk away and they feel wholer, they feel grounded, they feel as though they are connected to the world and to us more so after they listen to your reading. So yes, child, on the whole, your readings are impacting the world and they are making a difference. For indeed, does it not hold true that it washes as a domino effect? That if you help one, they help another, and they help another, and then that person helps another, and then that person helps another. But for you, many people are coming to the trough or to the well and taking water or eating, he says. And so yes, child, your readings are making a difference. So thank you, and God bless. Now, as for your purpose, child, although your readings you would like to think are your purpose, there is no doubt they have a very special place in your heart and that they are making a difference. But your purpose is greater than this. It is more than this. And I feel as though you know of them and that your skills or talents are laying dormant. Yes. I feel as though they are just below the surface, and that although you're doing these tarot and oracle card readings, I feel as though there's more there and you're not speaking of it, or you're not letting it come out for fear of retribution or for fear of ridicule. And Whitehawk says yes. Aren't we all? And when I say aren't we all, I mean people of likeness as to who you, Tracy, and to who I am. As though you are like us, you are one with us. In other words, you are more healer than you are tarot card reader, he says, child. I feel as though your talents lay more in the realm of, and I see like hands coming down, so like a laying on of hands, right, would be in that sort of healing modality. Yes, there's much more to this girl than she is actually showing, and there's no doubt she has many other passions, but for you, child, I feel as though you need to broaden your spectrum than to just reading these cards. There is more to you than meets the eye, and you know it. You have felt it in yourself. You feel the vibration rising in you. You feel you feel the power in your hands, but you're not quite sure what it is. And so I would encourage you to what's the word? Yeah, to be curious about it and to find out more about it is what he's saying, but it wasn't coming to me clear, sorry. Yes, I would encourage you to go down the path of a healer, for a lot of your talents lay within your hands, but not only within your hands, there's a lot of mental intuitiveness as well that you have that you're not speaking of. And he feels as though that you use the cards almost as a cover. So what he's saying, Tony, is that you can probably flow with your intuitive abilities and speaking with spirit and stuff, but you're using the cards as a cover. Whitehawk says, aren't you? If you were to strip away your cards, he says, there's a very intuitive person sitting right there who just doesn't want people to know what it is she hears and she sees. For it is very frightening for you to speak of, for fear again once of retribution or being ridiculed. And so, child, your challenge this year is to come out of that proverbial closet and to not expose oneself, but more for you to learn, to get out there and to try different things, to take a course here or to take a course there, just to help you confirm what you already know, but to also all bring that energy and that intuitiveness and that information into perspective for you, to help you organize your thoughts on it so that you know how to speak it, how to say it, how to heal, sort of thing, because that's, I think, it's in applying yourself that I think is what it comes down to. And Whitehawk says, yes. So I'd encourage you to get out there, child, and be with like-minded people in the healing world to learn more modalities and to get out there and to use your hands and to feel the energy. And not only to feel the energy, but to speak that which you see and hear, child. To speak that which you hear and see and feel, child. God bless Tony. He says, you know it, I know it, and that's why you came here. just to be told. God bless. God bless. Thanks, Whitehawk. Well, there you go, Tony. So you're a fellow healer as well. So welcome. That's not a surprise. A lot of like-minded people hang out together, right? That energetic connection or vibrational frequency, right? So I hope that helps you on your journey. Thank you for your question. All right, and I want to thank again everyone for those who supported the Ask Tracy, and I do hope that I was of service in me and Whitehawk. I hope that we were both of service to you in helping you manifest your best life. Join us on Thursday for our regular weekly channeled oracle reading, and have a listen to the channeled monthly oracle reading for February 2014 if you haven't. As always, very grateful to have you here. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, give me a thumbs up. God bless. I'm Tracy for Channelers.